I think that it's really important for Malaysians to understand how science is done. Those discoveries that most change the way we think about nature cannot be anticipated. How then are such discoveries made, and are there research strategies that can increase one's chances of making such a discovery? I thought a lot about this because I made a serendipitous discovery, and I think most discoveries are serendipitous. The process of advancing science often leads to inventions and technologies that directly benefit mankind. So now we're not talking about research per se, we're talking about the products, the fruits of research, which are not necessarily science. However, it is impossible to know from where an advance will come that might solve a particular problem facing mankind. William Hawke would spend time in his classes not talking about chemistry per se, but talking about research. And so he came in one day with a milk carton, and he shook it and said, there's something inside the milk carton. He says, research is like trying to figure out what's inside the milk carton. Every time you do an experiment, you're asking nature a question. Nature has to answer your question, but nature's answers aren't what's inside the milk carton, something about what's inside the milk carton. So then you have to do additional experiments in order to constrain your interpretation of her previous answers. And to this day, that is the way I think about research. So let me now talk about the research strategies. We're about done. Utilize new technologies, view nature from a new perspective or in a different realm. And it was really my goal to look at the properties of matter near absolute zero as a graduate student. Don't give up when things are going badly. Failure may be an invitation to try something new, particularly when other graduate students steal your magnet from you. Spend a little time doing something different. So, this business about just compressing at a constant rate, it was just a curiosity-driven experiment. Curiosity-driven research is fun and can be rewarding. Usually it's rather easy to do. And for graduate students, I think this is probably, I should put this in red or something like that. Avoid too many commitments. And finally, and this is very important, understand what your instrumentation is measuring. So often people will see something that they don't understand and they will attribute it as of some failing of their apparatus without actually testing. So a lot of people have missed interesting science by dismissing what looked like a nuisance noise signal.